to the South Lafourche Central High School game here in Baton Rouge. This was originally a home game for South Lafourche, but because of Hurricane Ida, we're here in Baton Rouge. The community has been so welcoming to the South Lafourche fans. There's tailgating going on outside. So much support and encouragement from the Central family and the Central community, which we really appreciate. So we will have some pregame interviews coming up shortly, and then we'll take you right to the action. So hang there, we'll be right back. So we're back here. With me I have Ashley Rush, who is the athletic director here at Central High School in Baton Rouge. So Ashley, tell me a little about what your position, what do you do here as the athletic director here at Central?
So I'm the athletic director over our Central Community School system. So over the middle school, it's a kind of an administrative job over the middle school and the high school, and also the PE programs here.
So you do have a little bit of history in athletics. But your love for sports, has that always been a thing?
I think my love for this community has always been a thing. I got married and started having kids, and I didn't have to work for a little while, but when this job opportunity came up, it wasn't that I was looking for a job, it was kind of I was looking for this job and I didn't even know it. And so when it opened up, it was kind of, that's where my heartstrings were, and that's where my family dynamic, it was ready for it. I don't think if this job would have come open last year, I wouldn't have been able to even throw my hat in.
So you're new here, correct?
We've lived here for about 10 years, but it's just having kids. We're a community school system. So we have Bellingrath, who is just our kindergarten, and our Tanglewood is just our first and second grader, and then we have a Central Intermediate School, who is our 3rd through 5th grade, and then we have our middle school, 6th through 8th grade, and then we have our high school.
Okay, so now I know a lot is going on here today, but I want to just talk about the tailgate that happened, and it pulled at my heartstrings when I read on Facebook all the things that you were doing to help South Lafourche. So talk a little bit about that.
So it wasn't just me, just to let everybody know, it wasn't just me. We have Central Athletic Foundation, who pours a lot of money into our facilities and is trying to help us catch up. And so they said, hey, why don't we do a tailgate? And then talking to our head coach, it was supposed to be a home game at South Lafourche, and we said, if y'all come here, we will, contribute our gate, we'll contribute concession stands, we'll throw, a tailgate for your people, we'll cook a jambalaya, probably not as good as y'all could cook, but, something, to give before. They asked to put up, banners of their seniors, anything that we could do to help. We flooded in 16. The people that did not flood had some guilt about that, because why me? And then you find out why me, because the people that did flood you're there to help. And so we have a saying that we're trying to live the Wildcat way, and our principal really stresses that at the high school, and this is a part of us living the Wildcat way.
I love that, and we, as a hometown girl from South Lafourche, and that was my alma mater, we just want to say we appreciate you guys' support and your help, and it means a lot to the community, and we're always looking to give back and help one another. That's what Louisiana does, and that's what our spirit's about. So, well, thank you so much, Ashley, for the interview, and that's it for now. So we're back here. I have Caitlin with me. We're here at Central in Baton Rouge. Caitlin, tell me about, I know you came 2 hours, drove 2 hours from down the valley to get here. Talk about what brought you here, your love for the Tarpons.
Well, I am a cutoff resident, born and raised, so South Lafourche is in my blood. I graduated from South Lafourche, and I am dating a football coach. So we have been here for the past few hours, and we've been tailgating. This school has hosted, and they cooked for everybody, so they have really showed some Southern hospitality. It was been really nice to get away and just kind of have a little bit of normalcy. Friday night football is something that we love and down the bayou needs right now. So it was very nice to come and support South Lafourche Tarpons and my football coach, Coach Gaucher.
So tell me, how does Coach Gaucher stay motivated? I know it's been tough the last actually month. It's been really hard. So how has he been able to motivate the kids and kind of keep their spirits up?
I think just basically the kids is what keeps them motivated. They need this structure right now. They need this stability, and just seeing how excited they were when they started practice a few Mondays ago, he really saw that, okay, I need to get my mindset, even though we don't have jobs, we don't have homes, we need to get to it for these kids. So I think their resilience showed him how to have a little bit of that as well.
And the community is also resilient.
Oh,
Can't even talk about that.
No, I mean, the community is amazing. So many foundations have been coming, cooking for us. There's hot meals everywhere. Sacred Heart Church has been doing amazing work. Bless Your Heart, nonprofit organization, amazing work. I mean, we're Cajuns. We have to do it, so we don't have a choice. Everyone wants us to move because hurricanes happen, but we got to stay and fight. That's all we know. So it's been something to witness. Hopefully this is the only time in my lifetime, your lifetime, that we go through something like this, but it's been something to witness.
And last but not least, who's going to win the game tonight?
South Lafourche, baby.
Woo! Go Tarpons.
Go Tarpons. Thank you.
Thank you. That's it from me here from the field. It's game time.
There's a line drive kick fielded at about the 15-yard line on the left side of the field, working towards the middle and the outside, and has a little wall and will be tripped up at the 34-yard line. Is the return man. That is number 12, Tyler Heel. So the Wildcats will take over there, playing 1st and 10 with the first possession of the game.
Yeah, Tarpons did a good job containing on the ball side, but on the opposite side, guy kind of came in a little bit, gave the runner a little bit running room on the outside.
Wildcats will be led by what looks like number 13, which is Jonathan Swift, the senior quarterback there in the gun, a 4-receiver set. Swift keeps it, will throw a bubble screen that's caught, and getting up the field for about 7-8 yards is number 84, Calvin Collier. So a nice first down gain for the Wildcats.
You know, we're going to see these type of formations. They're going to kind of spread the field and not necessarily throw deep down the field, but it opens up these running lanes for the running backs.
They've got 2 offensive linemen. This is a dead red gadget formation here on 2nd and 2. 2 offensive linemen and receivers everywhere. Waiting on the snap. Quarterback gets it, shoots it to the sidelines, caught again by Collier. He's got a first down and more across the 50, making a man miss. How far is he going to run? 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. So the Wildcats will push the ball 65 yards down the field. It took them 55 seconds. They lead 6-0. That was a trick play formation, and the Tarpons had guys out there. Collier just made them all miss and went all the way down the field for a score.
Yeah, to the short side, they had it covered. To the wide side of the field, on this side where I'm standing, they were outnumbered, but they went to short side, and they was.
So it's 6-0 Wildcats, 55 seconds into the game. Not a good start for South Lafourche. Number 45 is the kicker. That's Logan Brown. Got to be careful. The quarterback, Swift, is the holder. We wait on the snap. It's there. The kick is up, and it's right down the middle. So with 11:05 to go in the opening quarter, the Wildcats strike first. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Varsity Football on ESPN 100.3. Wildcats getting set to kick it away. It is a line drive wobbly kick that'll take them into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. So the Tarpons will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, on that last screen play by the Wildcats, a Tarpon defender, and the cornerback could have made a tackle somewhere maybe on the 10-yard line, but he had a bad angle, which allowed the receiver to get into the end zone.
And look, whenever he was nearer the line of scrimmage, they could just push him out of bounds. They were trying, I think, a little too hard to physically wrap him up. The sideline is your friend. You could use that. We'll see how it goes the rest of the way. Tarpon offense will take the field, led by Patrick Gisclair.
Take another look.
Nope, not led by Patrick Gisclair. Led by number 4, Brody Petrie. In the gun. It's going to be a handoff to Conley. A nice first down gain. Hunter falls forward to the 28-yard line, gain of 8. So good call. In the pregame, you said expect a wrinkle or two, and we're seeing it right here with Brody Petrie getting a start. And Tarpon's in more of a closed-up shotgun set with some tight ends in there.
Yeah, Coach Young's plans to go with this until they can stop it. A nice job by the Tarpon offensive line on the right side.
Well, they sure didn't stop it on first down. 2nd and about 1. They'll hand it to the quarterback. Petrie keeps it, bounces outside. Nice gain, 40, 45, all the way out to the 47. That's a Golden Motors first down on the zone read keep.
Now here comes Patrick Gisclair into the game.
So Tarpons with a little wrinkle. Now Patrick will come into the ball game after the Golden Motors first down. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Strong side of the field to the right. It's a 4-receiver set. Gisclair waits on the snap. Gets it. Inside handoff to Petrie. Falls forward to about the 49, gain of about a yard. Not much that time. Good job defensively by the Wildcats.
Yeah, Wildcats had a little bit too much penetration on that last play.
So bring up 2nd and 9. Ball just to the left of center. So strong side of the field is slightly to the right. Tarpons have a tight end and 2 receivers out that way. Gisclair waits on the snap. He's got it. Play action rolls to the right. Being pressured, and he'll throw it at the feet of the receiver, Otan, incomplete.
Yeah, Patrick spun out to his right, and it was a good decision there. Jackson was well covered.
Now bring up 3rd and 9. The Tarpons got to get to the Wildcats' 42-yard line. And they'll go empty here. 5 receivers set. Challenge will be to protect Pat here in this empty look. Comes with a hard count. They're not flinching. Now looks to the sideline. Still has 5 on the play clock. Got to hurry now. 3, 2, 1. He will not get it off, and Coach Young will call a timeout.
Yeah, we got the timeout right before.
Tarpons are maybe a little bit too lackadaisical at the line. They got into the line very quickly, but then a lot of the adjustments took a little longer than they anticipated, and that leads to the timeout. 9:25 to go in the opening quarter. Wildcats struck first. Tarpons looking to answer the ball near midfield, but it is 3rd down forthcoming.
You know, Conley was in the first 2 offensive plays, and the Tarpons gained some yards, and some people may be asking why he don't stay in the game. Well, he also plays defense, so you can't, you're going to have to sub him in and out because he's going to go both ways. That's going to be you're asking a lot of him.
It looks like the rain has slowed to maybe just a little mist. Looking up in the lights, it's definitely slacked off some from where it was earlier. 3rd and 9 here for the Tarpons. Strong side of the field to the right. They're still in that empty set. Pad gets the snap, straight drop, has a little bit of time. Now it breaks down, and he's dropped. The ball came out after he was down, but number 31, Justin Hilliard, got him. So that'll bring up 4th and long, and the Tarpons are going to have to punt it away.
And it wasn't a terrible job by the offensive line. They gave him some time. He stepped up in the pocket a little bit, but, you can't hold the ball for that long.
Yeah, got to get it out a little quicker perhaps. It'll be 4th and long.
And, if there's no one to throw to, then
he gets sacked.
Yeah.
Alamo will be punting it away. Gets the snap okay. Kind of fumbles it, but then kicks it away. It's a good kick. It'll be fair caught and dropped. And the Tarpons got it. South Lafourche will pick up the ball at the 22-yard line on the muff. So it's a turnover that'll put the Tarpons near the red zone. A big break early goes for South Lafourche.
Well, Wes Alamo bobbled the hands, and he bobbled a little, and their receiver going for the fair catch, right through his hands, and good job by the Tarpons hustling down there to recover the football.
I want to say Darren Duce is the guy who fell on it. He was certainly in the neighborhood of the football, if not. But the Tarpons will take over 1st and 10 at the plus side of the field on the 22-yard line. Boy, you got to turn this into points. Tarpon offense retakes the field. And it'll again be that Petrie-Conley shotgun look. It's an empty set for now. Let's see if he motions anybody in with him. Petrie. There is the motion. And he'll keep it on the right side. And he'll go down after no gain. Much better job that time by the Wildcat defense. Number 92, Dante Cryer, got him to the turf, loss of about a yard.
Now you think here the Wildcats may start putting a little spy out on Brody Petrie here every play.
Well, what they got to be careful with, though, and you know this as well as I do, is if you bring everybody up, he can throw it. He can beat you with his arm. So we'll see if they maybe take a shot at it. 2nd and 11, strong side of the field to the right. Conley in motion. And Petrie will straight drop, and he'll throw it as far as he can down the field. And it's caught for a Tarpon touchdown. 22-yard pitch and catch from Petrie to Austin Savoie, and we're an extra point away from perhaps tying it up.
That's just an athlete making a play right there. A well-thrown football and a great job by Austin Sabo on going up and catching the ball because he had decent coverage on him. He just went out there and out-muscled that guy for the football.
Before the play, we said, hey, he could throw it, and they went man-on-man, one-on-one everywhere, and Austin went up over the defender and made the play. Tarpons will show swinging gate, and I think it'll close up now for Elias Coronado's extra point try. With 7:55 to go in the opening quarter, the Tarpons trying to tie it up. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So the Tarpons answer the Wildcats score with the score they're on. We'll be back in a minute with a 7-7 game on ESPN 100.3.
When you're sick, you want to be close to home. World-class medicine doesn't require a trip to the city because the best care is close to home at Thibodaux Regional. We're continually adding new services, and our team of physicians has grown to more than 250.
That's a lot of doctors.
More doctors, more services, treating more conditions.
And keeping more families healthy.
World-class medicine, right here, close to home at Thibodaux Regional.
Advanced Eye Institute in Cutoff is your hometown eye care provider. Dr. Darby Chasson is here to serve the eye care needs of your entire family. Full-service eye medical and vision services are provided in a friendly atmosphere. For the latest in designer frames to advancements in astigmatism and bifocal contact lenses, call Advanced Eye Institute at 985-632-2884 for your appointment today, or visit our website at visionsourceadvancedeyecutoff.com.
So the Tarpons turned the turnover into points on a long touchdown reception from Austin Sawa from Bodie Petrie. 7 apiece with 7:55 to go in the opening quarter. Coronado will be set to kick it away. Ball at the 40-yard line on the right hash. Tarpons special teams hoping to pin them back a little bit. Here's Elias' kick. It is a pooch kick. That will bounce around, and they'll fall on it at the 37-yard line. That could have been dangerous for Central, but their up man was Johnny on the spot, fell on the football. On a wet day, that's worth a shot, though.
Yeah, look, if you get the receiving team not ready for that, you can definitely recover it.
And heck, look, whenever we kicked it deep to them, they returned it to about this spot on the field, so no real field position lost. So Wildcats will take over at the 38-yard line, playing a 1st and 10. Jonathan Swift will be in the gun, strong side of the field to the right. Swift waiting on the snap. He's got it. It's an inside handoff. Picking through the line and being hit and dropped after a short gain is the tailback, 26, Keith Williams. Couple of Tarpons in on the stop. Good job getting him to the turf after a short gain, maybe a gain of 2.
Yeah, I believe that Cyrus Gilbo was a nice job for the Tarpons that last play.
2nd and 8. They're quickly on the line of scrimmage. Still that shotgun look. They get to the line quick, then look to the sidelines, as a lot of the teams today do. Swift waiting on the snap. He's got it. It's another inside handoff. A nice hole and breaking forward across midfield is 26. The tailback Williams. They've got a 1st down to the plus side of the field on the 45. Big hole drawn up by their offensive line, and they gain about 10, 15 yards on the run play.
Tarpon defensive secondary is kind of playing real tight, close to the line of scrimmage.
Near the midway point of the 1st quarter, Central on the move. Swift in the gun. Heavy shotgun set with a tight end. Inside gift to Williams. He bounces off of his own lineman and then will be stacked up after a short gain. Good job there by the defense, getting him to the turf. A school of Tarpons on the tackle.
3-yard gain, 2nd down Wildcats.
Gain of about 2. Tell you though, this Keith Williams, he's a sophomore. He's slippery, man. He's tough to get down. Tarpons gonna have to do it.
Cullen LeBlanc checks into the game for the Tarpons defensive line.
2nd and 8. They get their check, look to the line to the sideline, and they'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Waiting on the snap. There it is. Play action. Quarterback will shoot it deep down the field. That's covered up like a blanket. The Tarpons had two guys there, and the guy who had the best chance to make the play was a South Lafourche defender, Isaac Barnett. It falls incomplete or bring up 3rd and 8. I think we're going to have a heat and humidity break. Even though it's October the 1st, I guess with it being the second game for the Tarpons, they'll cut them a little slack.
Well, what happened is the week started on the Thursday, so that's going to carry over all into the weekend. The Thursday, Friday, and Saturday games, you're going to have that heat and humidity timeout.
Okay, so let's take it with them. A 30-second break, 7 apiece, midway through the first quarter on ESPN 100.3.
A new name, a new era. TGMC is now Terrebonne General Health System. This change reflects our transition to more of an all-around healthcare partner rather than just a healthcare provider. With new facilities, new innovations, and new ways to help you, we've done more than change our name. We've changed our future. To see what's new at Terrebonne General Health System, visit tghealthsystem.com.
All right, a big play in the game here. It's going to be 3rd and 8, ball at the Tarpon 42-yard line. Central driving, trying to retake the lead, which they surrendered when the Tarpons turned a turnover into points a minute ago. Midway through the first quarter, they're in the gun, trips to the right. That is the strong side of the field. Swift gets the snap. He's pressured. He throws it down the middle. It's caught on a crossing pattern. Brown, he's short of the first down. Excellent open field tackle by number 43 of South Lafourche. We'll tell you his name in just a second. Cyrus Gilbo making a beautiful tackle in the open field. I thought that was going to be a first down easily, but he had corralled him about 2 yards short.
Yeah, what a great offensive call, but what a great job the Tarpon defense did to stop that play.
So 4th and 2 here. The ball at the 36-yard line. Got to watch the ball if you're on the defensive line here. There's the snap. It's an inside rush. And they have got the first down on an inside carry to Williams. They got it by about a yard. So not a bad play by the defense. They needed 2. They got about 2.5, 3. But it still is a short gain. It will move the sticks. It's a first down for Central.
First down for the Wildcats at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33. First and 10. Quarterback keeps it this time. He is going a whole lot of nowhere. The Tarpons read that one like a book, and they got Swift well behind the line of scrimmage. Elias Coronado, Hunter Conley on the stop. He lost about 5.
Yeah, great job by the defensive front. They're going to put pressure on you. And quarterback, if you take too long to read the play and you keep the ball, they're going to be right on you.
They're quickly on the ball. Trips to the left. That's the strong side of the field. 7 apiece, 4:28 to go in the opening quarter and counting. Swift looking to the sideline. Play clock at 10. Waiting on the snap. He's got it. It's a straight drop. He's pressured, flushed out. Throws to the sideline. Just threw that away. Great pressure by Elias Coronado. Forced him to throw it away. It'll be 3rd and 15. And a big opportunity forthcoming for the Tarpon defense here.
Yeah, he figured the Wildcats will use the 2 downs to get 15 yards.
Good interior pressure there from the Tarpons, forcing him out of the pocket.
See if they come back with those screens to the outside.
Let's see. 3rd and 15. And I think it's going to be 3rd and 20. The wide receivers were running down the field before the ball was snapped. Mr. Miller says dead ball, offsides on South Lafourche, so I take that back. So it will be 3rd and 10. I don't know, Coach, what did you see? I thought the offensive lineman flinched, but did the defensive lineman induce them into flinching?
I saw 3 wideouts crossing the line of scrimmage for the Wildcats.
So maybe a Tarpon lined up offsides that we just were not privy to. The scoreboard even marked it off. 3rd and 20, they've since fixed it. It's now 3rd and about 9. Strong side of the field to the left, out of the gun. The quarterback with a straight drop. Swift shoots it down the field. Caught on an out pattern. Coming back to the ball is Calvin Collier. They needed 9. They picked up far more than that across the 20. Gain of about 15.
That was a nice catch by the Wildcat receiver. He went up really high to catch that football.
Beautiful timing as well. He threw that before the receiver broke, and it hit him right on the numbers.
The Tarpon defender was really decent coverage. The ball was a little bit too high, and he out-jumped him.
So in the red zone at the 17-yard line, is Swift and the gang out of the gun. Strong side of the field to the left. Swift hands it to Williams on a stretch run to the outside, and there's a flag on the play as Williams takes it into the end zone, but that one's coming back. That was a dead red hold by the tackle that sprung that play. Easy call by Mr. David Miller, our white hat official. So that will be 1st and 20. That was an easy one to call for the official. So it'll negate the touchdown and force the Wildcats into a long down and distance situation. There are some times where it's chippy. There are some times where you could see, hey, that was an easy one. And there the tackle got a whole lot of the jersey and just kind of wrapped them up. And it ended up springing the play, which made it even easier to see. So now the ball back to the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and less than 20, about 17 or so. Swift will keep it. That's kind of a busted play. He'll pick through the line and break tackles and will get across the original line of scrimmage, but that was a busted play, and he ended up turning it into goal, picking up about 10 yards.
It kind of looked like a busted play. I mean, the quarterback went with the motion and he twisted around, sometimes like it was going to be a quarterback counter or something, and Tarpons were there to make tackles. They just didn't make the tackle.
They get it to the 14-yard line, 2nd and 7. Swift out of the gun. He'll play action, has time, shoots it to the corner of the end zone, and that's a touchdown. That's a 15-yard touchdown to Glenn Cage. Is a wheel route, and boy, he was standing there by himself. So the Wildcats strike back and retake the lead. It's 13-7 pending the extra point with 3:12 to go in the opening quarter. That was a well-designed play there from the Wildcats. Coach Sid Edwards drew up a beauty there, their offensive coordinator and head coach. Wait on the extra point try from Logan Brown. 1 for 1 on extra points today. Snap is a little high, but it gets down. The kick is wobbly, but it is through. So with 3:12 to go in the opening quarter, the Wildcats regain the lead. It's 14-7. We'll be back in 60 seconds with more on ESPN 100.3.
Medications can be scary sometimes, but necessary for our health and well-being. Lady of the Sea Community Pharmacy's staff are trained in finding you the lowest cost available on your medications. Stop by with your prescriptions or medicine bottles and let one of us review your options. Patients who take their medications as prescribed have better health outcomes. Stop by one of our pharmacies today, located in Rouse's Supermarket on Highway 3235 in La Rose, or at Lady of the Sea Medical Clinic in Cutoff. We treat you like family at Lady of the Sea.
Golden Motors, your Chevrolet dealership, is open 7:30 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Their tow truck is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 985-696-2869. Their service and sales departments are available to attend to your needs. Golden Motors has been able to secure a fresh and new Chevrolet and Buick inventory, including used inventory. So come on over to Golden Motors, where price is priority. For more info, call Golden Motors at 985-325-1000. Chevy finds new roads.
Wildcats kick it away. They'll be deep down the field, fielded by Savoie at the 10-yard line, working up the field across the 20 on the right side of the field. Hit and dropped near the 30-yard line, just short of about the 28. Heck, he's still fighting. I take that back. Now they'll blow the whistle, and he did advance it to about the 30-yard line. So good, strong return by Austin. Tarpons will take over with pretty good field position at their own 30-yard line with 3:02 to go in the opening quarter. Kale has made his way to the home sideline. I think he'll be part of a little ceremony in between quarters here. Gisclair will be the quarterback for the Tarpons. We got to reiterate that every once in a while because they've been playing two today. This is a 4-receiver set, strong side of the field to the left. Man in motion is Savoie. They'll hand it to Savoie on a sweep run, a nice first down gain to about the 35. He was hit and dropped by number 9, Ethan Ferguson. but a good push by the Tarpon offensive line. Austin didn't get touched until we got 5 yards. 2:40 and counting in what has been a pretty fast-moving first quarter compared to last weekend where the game was just kind of in a lull. It's a 3-receiver set. 2 of them are to the right side of the field out of the gun. Gisclair hands it to Petrie, picking through the line, falling just a hair short of the marker. It'll be 3rd and very short. Lucas Hill made the stop for the Wildcats. You've got to get the ball to the nose of the ball to the 40-yard line. It is just north of the 39. So we'll call it 3rd and about a half a yard here. Tarpons are out of the huddle at 15 on the play clock. They'll bring in an I formation under center. Conley, the fullback, Petrie dotting the I. They'll hand it to the first guy, Conley. He falls forward, and it's going to be awfully close. He didn't get a whole lot, but he didn't need a whole lot. He's going to wait on the spot, and if they're marking it where they're marking it, that's going to be a Golden Motors first down.
Can't walk over to the home side right here. They're going to be making a presentation between quarters.
Very nice. So Conley gets the carry and the Golden Motors first down. The nose of the ball just at the 40, like we said a minute ago. Tarpons will go back into the gun. It'll be a 3-receiver trips look. All the receivers to the right side of the field. 1 receiver flanked out to the left. More of a pistol look with Petrie behind Gisclair. Now Petrie flanks out. Pat gets the snap, throws it short to Otan, who was hit as the ball got to him and falls incomplete. It would have been a gain of about 3 if Jackson could have held on to it, but he got leveled as soon as the ball made contact with his gloves and it fell to the turf.
Yeah, Jackson had a good route. That play, but that defender was right on him. So even if he catches it, it's not a very minimal gain.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 as I see Gisclair will head to the sidelines. So this will be the Petrie-Conley installment of the Tarpon offense. We've seen them run out of this. We've seen them throw for a touchdown out of this. Petrie waiting on the snap, and they've just gotten 5 free yards out of it. Big number 58, which is Michael Brown, jumped into the neutral zone, and as soon as he did it, he threw his hands up to the sky, shook his head, and ran to the sidelines because he knows that he was the guilty party there, and he is hearing about it on the sidelines from his coaching staff. So now it's like Jackson caught the pass on first down, got the yardage back and maybe a little more. 2nd and 5. And the Tarpons, I think, just gave it back. It was a shotgun snap to Petrie. Boy, it looked like it was a false start. No flag on the play. They run up the middle and lose a yard. But, Coach, correct me if I'm wrong, that looked like the timing was all off there. So I'll bring up 3rd and 6. Inside of a minute. Ball smack dab in the middle of the field. The Tarpons have to get it to the 50. Playing from their own 44. Gisclair comes onto the field at the last second to take the quarterback snap. Conley will run off. Play clock inside of 10. Still have a little time. And Coach Young doesn't like what he sees. He's going to call his 2nd first half timeout. That was a little discombobulated. You're running in a quarterback late, and the timing was all off, and this is a big 3rd down play, so you don't want to take any chances. Coach Young will decide to use his 2nd time out of the half. Let's thank our sponsors here while we've got a break in the action. SL Bank, local and friendly banking made easy. Thibodaux Regional Medical Center, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. Calvin Braxton Ford, big town inventory, small town prices on Highway 1 in Lockport. Terrebonne General Health System. They are the sponsor of our Saturday morning sports talk show, The Sports Corner, brought to you by TGMC Community Sports Institute. Advanced Eye Institute, make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson today. If we could get you some scoreboard updates, that will be brought to you by Calvin Braxton Ford. I'm going to try to pull up a few in a minute here on this busy Friday night of high school football. 3rd and 6, and we do have a scoreboard update in just a second for you. Gisclair out of the gun. Straight drop under pressure. Will throw it incomplete. That was at the feet of Petrie. The pressure busted that one up. But scoreboard update brought to you by Calvin Braxton Ford. It is into the first quarter. Thibodaux 0, Assumption 0. So a defensive struggle there in that one. How about this heavyweight showdown? In the first quarter, St. James 7, Edna Carr 6. West Alamo will be punting it away here. Snap gets to him. Took a little while, and it's blocked. That snap just took too long to get to him. The Wildcats will pick up the football and advance it up the field down to the 20-yard line. Kobe Williams picked it up. The snap just took entirely too long to get there. The Wildcats are all over that, and they'll play a 1st and 10 from near the red zone at the 21-yard line.
Right there, it looked like West just took a little bit too much time.
The special teams bugaboo bit the Wildcats earlier in the quarter, and now they get one back here. See if they could turn it into points just like South Lafourche did. Ironically enough, starting their drive from the exact same spot, which is the 21-yard line.
Pretty long first quarter.
Yep. If it's a run play here and the Tarpons tackle it in the field of play, it could be the final play of the quarter with 12 seconds to go. Swift waiting on the snap. He's got it. Play action. Will shoot a bubble screen to the sideline. That's caught by number 3. That's a first down inside the 10 to about the 8. That's Sam Eames on the grab. Tarpons came out of the pile with the ball thinking maybe it was a fumble. The officials ruled him down, and that will be the end of the first quarter with our score. Wildcats 14, South Lafourche 7. We'll wait for them to start the clock, which they do, and that will be the end of the quarter. We'll be back in a 1 minute with the Wildcats looking to add to their 7-point lead on ESPN 100.3.
A new name.
Out here in Baton Rouge. Second and goal. Swift waiting on the snap. He'll keep it. Bounce to the outside, and he'll get into the end zone. So it's a 2-touchdown night for Swift, and it's a 2-touchdown lead for the Wildcats. It's 20-7, pending the extra point try. It's an 8-yard touchdown run. Good job by the right side of their offensive line there. There was a big old hole. He could have bounced it outside or inside. He chose outside. And he gets into the end zone to add to their lead. We await the extra point. Number 41 for the Wildcats. We don't have a 41 on the roster, so we apologize. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:48 to go in the half, it's 21 for Central Baton Rouge, 7 for South Lafourche. Plaguing them against E.D. White, and they're playing much better so far.
Yeah, and that kick return, Brody kind of landed a little awkward.
Hope he's okay. He is still in the game. Flanked out to the right. It's an empty set for Gisclair out of the gun. Patrick, straight drop. But a fake, he's got all day to throw and shoots it to the sideline at the feet of the receiver, incomplete. Good protection by the offensive line. No one could break off of their coverage. And then Pat undershot the receiver, but there, that was almost just a glorified throwaway. The receiver wasn't open.
Yeah, Keith, we got to give a shout out to one of the Tarpons' biggest fans, Brian Boudreau, listening back home.
Thanks for listening. Got a large listener base tonight, I got a feeling.
And also Linnell Smith, I'm not forgetting her.
Is an inside run to Petrie. He'll fall forward, very minimal gain, a yard or two at the most. Bring up a key third down. On what has turned into a dry but humid and muggy night. We need another one of them cold fronts. 3rd and 7 for the Tarpons. Empty set for Gisclair out of the gun. Got to get to the 40-yard line. Patrick gets the snap. Has time. Now it breaks down. He shoots a crossing pattern. Flag comes in late. It will be a catch and a first down for the time being, but I'm not hopeful that this one's going to stand. It is holding on South Lafourche. The penalty was in the area where holding usually is called, and that is the call. And it'll negate a first down, so it's a costly one.
Yeah, that last play, Patrick, again, looks like he's targeting one area of the field. He's going to have to watch that backside for pressure coming at him.
So instead of 1st and 10, it'll be 3rd and long. It'll be 3rd and about almost 20. About a 13-yard penalty to spot foul. Heck, it's even longer than that. Oh, yeah, it is 20. My bad. I'm looking at the wrong down and distance marker. 8 on the play clock. Patrick has him at the line of scrimmage waiting on the snap. He's got it. He'll shoot it deep down the field for Petrie, and he got it! Golden Motors first down. Needed 20, got about 35. Boy, I got to tell you, Patrick threw a pretty ball there. That one landed right in his lap.
Yeah, that was Patrick's probably best throw of the season so far.
And a good job by Brody. He was covered. The defensive back was there. Brody just made an excellent play and then held on through contact. It's a 35-yard gain and a Golden Motors first down. Tarpons are cooking with grease inside of Wildcat territory. Trips to the right. That's the weak side of the field. Just clear. Little option. That timing was way off. For starters there, Patrick and Brody were too close to one another, and it almost muffed the pitch. The timing was way off, and it's a big loss, about 6.
Yeah, alignment on that play didn't look correct.
With 10 minutes and counting in the third quarter, South Lafourche had it on the plus side of the field, but now are back to their own 49-yard line after the loss. 3 receivers set with a tight end out of the pistol. Gisclair rolls out on the bootleg. He'll shoot it to Oten, incomplete off of the mitts. He wouldn't have had a whole lot, but he would have gotten some of the loss of yardage back on that one. It'll bring up 3rd and long now. Tarpons converted 3rd and 20 a minute ago. Can they convert 3rd and 16 here? And Coach, I got a feeling given you're down 2 scores in the second half, if you get about half of this, Coach Young may think about staying on the field, but we'll see. It's an empty set. Gisclair gets the snap, has time. Now shoot it down the middle, incomplete for Otan. He wouldn't have gotten the first down, but boy, he would have gotten a lot of it, and it fell off of his mitts, incomplete. And now I think the Tarpons will punt it away. So the kind of mistimed option play kind of stalls out the drive, and the Tarpons will punt it away. Alamo standing at the 32-yard line. Had one blocked earlier. Another high, slow snap, and this is a duck. It'll take a little bit of a Tarpon roll, and they killed it way too soon. They're down at the 38-yard line. Boy, that ball could have maybe rolled another 5-6 yards.
Yeah, the snap was a little bit high, and it came down at too much arcing at the snap.
Yeah, the
instead of
snaps
straight out. I mean, it's a little bit too high.
Snaps are taking a little while to get there, which is causing the whole process to be rushed a little bit, but he did get it away. But it's not much of a field position flip with Central taking over at their own 38-yard line. Jonathan Swift. We've seen them use a lot of tailbacks in this game. We've seen Cage, we've seen Brown, we've seen Veal. This time it's Cage in the backfield with him. Straight drop. He'll roll out to the right, shoot it to the sideline, and it'll be caught out of bounds, so it'll be incomplete, and a late, very, very late flag comes in at the 41-yard line. Again in the area of holding, and it's from an official who's been calling a ton of them in the game. Let's see what he got this time.
Yeah, this one official was very consistent. He calls the holding very, very late.
So he's talking about it with Mr. David Miller, and the flag is personal foul on South Lafourche. Ooh, that stings. I'm sure Coach Young's going to want an explanation there. The flag did come in late. I don't know if it's a late hit or a blindside block, but whatever it is, it's going to cost the Tarpons 15 yards.
Foul against the Tarpons. That'll move the ball 15 yards for the Wildcats. 1st and 10.
9:19 to go in the third quarter. Central will turn an incompletion into a 15-yard gain via penalty. First and 10. Swift Hands it on a stretch run. That's coming back. They gained 5. Mr. David Miller saw the hold that I saw. That's coming back. So Tarpons give up yards via penalty, and they'll get them back here. It is holding on the Wildcats.
The last play was a personal foul on a Tarpon player, throwed an elbow away from the ball.
See? And this time it'll be a hold on the right tackle. It was an easy call, just kind of slung down the defensive lineman. It'll be about an 11-yard penalty, but it happened a yard behind the line of scrimmage. So first and awfully long for the Tarpon defense, who needs a stop here. 41-yard line. Swift, one of them little bubble screens. It's caught. Tarpon's got to get him to the turf. Brown, 50, 45, 40. And he'll go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. South Lafourche had a chance near the line of scrimmage to trip him up, but Jerry and Brown got out of traffic and then into open space, and that's where the Wildcats want him. He marched it all the way down the field to the 30 for a first down.
I actually think the bobble the receiver did with the pass helped him out in a strange kind of way.
Yeah, kind of threw off the defense. Be first and 10 from the 31. And we have a flag, and the Tarpons lined up in the neutral zones. That would be 5-3. Boy, that can never happen. That is a mistake that should never happen. Tarpons lined up offsides there, and it'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment on the Tarpons. That'll push them all 5 yards for the Wildcats.
This will be first and 5.
As a penalty, I'm sure Coach Broussard is not very happy with.
Yep, no doubt. Ball at the 26-yard line now, just inside of 9 minutes in the third quarter. Swift will hand it to the back. Williams has a nice hole and a nice gain inside the 20 to about the 15. Boy, some guys down there are holding their blocks for a long time after the whistle, getting a little chippy down there. It is a first down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Tarpons had a chance to make a play right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll hand it to Williams again, this time nothing. Elias Coronado, Wes Alamo, Hunter Conley, Darren Ducey, all throwing him back after about a 1-yard gain.
Up the middle for a 1-yard gain. Second down, Wildcats.
So they went hurry and quick and thought they would fool the Tarpon defense, and it didn't work that way. Now it'll be second and about 10 again. Now they'll look to the sideline again and reset. 8:20 and counting in the third quarter, looking to add to their 14-point lead. Ball in the middle of the field, Swift. Straight drop, will throw it to the sideline, that's incomplete. And a flag will come on the field. And I think they'll get Darren Ducey for interference or holding there, either of the two. He had a good little hold of the shoulder pad and kind of used the shoulder pad to jump up. It is pass interference on the defense, which will be a first down.
Yeah, I think it was a good call by the official.
I agree. But here's what I don't understand, though. I mean, the pass was a 1-yard pass. Why is it not a spot foul? I thought it was only 15 yards if it was beyond 15 yards.
Wildcats second down at the 8-yard line.
I don't know. But they'll move it up a little bit. It'll still be second down. It's not an automatic first down. Second and short. The stretch run to the tailback, Williams, who will get into the end zone. So it's an 8-yard touchdown run for Keith Williams, and it's 34-14. Central Baton Rouge pending the try. Sloppy defensive possession there. A bunch of penalties and a bunch of things that you don't want to have happen, and you can't help a good offense. They'll make you pay for it every time. 41 on for the extra point, and again, we apologize if 41's folks are listening. We don't have him on our roster, but he's a heck of an extra point kicker from what we've seen. Snap is there, the kick is up, and it is right down the middle as it has been throughout the night. So with 8:02 to go in the third quarter, we'll take a 1-minute break. Central Baton Rouge leads 35-14. You're listening to Varsity Football on ESPN 100.3.
As a leader in the oil and gas industry, Joe Septic Contractors caters to oil field clients, offering vacuum truck service for offshore tanks, vessels, or treatment plants containing sewage or gray water. Their rental department offers state-of-the-art offshore portable toilets with cages and certified safety slings for easy maneuvering, also holding tank rentals and portable hand Washington Station. So call Joe Septic Contractors 24/7 at 985-632-5592 in Cutoff, Thibodeau, Fouchon, and Abbeville, or visit their website at joeseptic@viscom.net.
A new name, a new era. TGMC is now Terrebonne General Health System. This change reflects our transition to more of an all-around healthcare partner rather than just a healthcare provider. With new facilities, new innovations, and new ways to help you, we've done more than change our name. We've changed our future. To see what's new at Terrebonne General Health System, visit tghealthsystem.com.
And Petrie takes the line drive kickoff out to about the 30-yard line, and that's where the Tarpons will take over with 7:55 to go in the third. Central Baton Rouge leading 35-14. Can the Tarpons answer? Boy, they've gotten across the 50 a lot, only got the 14 points to show for it. The last drive kind of stalled out once they got inside of plus territory.
Got a score for you at 6:41 left in the third. Thibodeau 7, Assumption 7.
Nice. That scoreboard update brought to you by Calvin Braxton Ford. Both of those teams are really good. That'll be a fight to the finish. Tarpons are in the gun. Just Claire and Petrie. Pat will throw it out to the sideline where a catch is made and working up the field. A nice first down gain near the first down sticks is number 5 for South Lafourche. We'll shout out that young man. That is Jacob Curall. Getting a first down on first down. Needed 10, got 10. You know from coaching him in basketball, Jacob Curall is tough as nails, and he made a nice play and worked up the field beautifully there.
Yeah. Cutting out there. Yeah, Jacob's a tough young man. He even took, looks like a couple of hits out of bounds.
1st and 10. Just Claire. Pocket breaking down. He steps up, and he is down. So that'll be a sack. Had a little time initially, but number 58 got him on the turf. That's Michael Brown, a senior defensive lineman.
For the Wildcats, 2nd down and 17.
So that'll bring up 2nd and real long. .720 and counting in the third quarter. Just Claire trips to the right. That's the weak side of the field. One receiver to the left. He's also got a back to his left. Pat will throw it out to the flats to Petrie. Incomplete. Underthrown. There was a rush there, but Patrick probably needs to step into that one a little better. Maybe it was deflected too, though. It looked kind of like a wobbly spiral there after it left his hands.
Yeah, I didn't see a deflection, but Patrick was retreating backwards.
Yeah. So it'll be 3rd and awfully long here for the Tarpons. That's been a theme here in this game, as it's not been 3rd and 4 or 5. It's been 3rd and 8 or 9 or more. Empty set for Just Claire. Got to get to midfield. Play clock down to 3. He's got to hurry. 2, 1. Just gets the snap away, but Coach Young calls a timeout. So it'd be a second half timeout, and the 4th time in the game the Tarpons call a timeout because they're about to take a delay of game penalty. That is one thing that I know Coach Young is going to be trying to clean up in future weeks. But let's go to the sponsor sheet where we could thank, let's pull it up here. We could thank Advanced Eye Institute. Make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson. Vision Communications, heck, they're here tonight. Your local provider for TV, internet, home security, and automation. Learn more at viscom.net. State Bank and Trust Company, banking you can count on, member FDIC. Joe Septic, on call 7 days a week, 24 hours a day for all your fencing and septic needs. Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Golden Motors, where price is priority. SL Bank, local and friendly banking made easy. Thibodeau Regional Medical Center, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. Calvin Braxton Ford, Big Town Inventory, Small Town Prices, Highway 1 in Lockport, and Terrebonne General Health System. 3rd and long for the Tarpons here. Just Claire rolls out. Has time, shoots it deep down the field to Otan. Golden Motors first down. It was 3rd and 16. The Tarpons needed 16 and got 17. Pretty pitch and catch from Just Claire to Otan there. Moved the chains.
And nice job by Brody Petrie in the backfield. Peeled back around, picked up the rush from the backside, giving Patrick extra time to throw the football.
Tarpons work it out to the plus side of the field to the 47. Now let's see if we could do a better job of winning 1st and 2nd down, so it's not always 3rd and 15 or 20.
Tarpons 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tarpon's got to have points here, down 21 in the third. Gisclair, short throw to the sidelines, caught and working up the field, and a flag will come in. I see a Tarpon helmet on the ground. We'll wait the marker. The catch was made by Dylan Prejean. The helmet belongs to a Central Baton Rouge player. The Tarpons think it's on the defense. The flag is a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wildcats. So a 3-yard reception will turn into an 18-yard reception after the penalty. Mr. Miller explaining his decision to Sid Edwards, the head coach of the Wildcats. And he's kind of being very stern and saying, hey, man, you guys need to cut this out. So whatever it was that he saw, he didn't like it at all.
Yeah, normally you don't see the person with the helmet off getting the personal foul.
Which leads me to believe, Coach, and I'm just speculating, I'm up here, you guys are down there, a magic word may have been said after the helmet came off. The ball now be to the Wildcat 29-yard line. I could hear the Tarpon faithful making a little noise across the way. At some point, this meeting between the official and Sid Edwards is going to have to break up. It's not a timeout, and it finally does.
And in the last play, Tarpon's got to be careful not blocking downfield. That pass looked like it was beyond the line of scrimmage. It could have been interference.
Yeah, there were a couple last week that were real close that I thought that would get called a Denton. 1st and 10 here. Petrie takes the direct snap up the middle, picking through the line and trying to fall forward across the 25. Gain of about 4 on 1st down. Boy, he runs so hard. There was not a lot of room there, but he turned it into a 4-yard gain and then, as always, falls forward. South Lafourche doesn't have to run a play here before the heat and humidity break with 6:10 and counting. They're on the ball, and I don't think they're going to get the snap off. Oh, they're going to let him go. Low snap, can just let pick it up. He falls on it at the 38-yard line. And, Coach, the one time that they don't blow it dead at exactly 6 minutes, and it comes back to cost the Tarpons.
Yeah, that's just bad luck. I mean, a lot of officials treat this heat and humidity timeout like a 2-minute warning and will stop the play. This crew has decided not to, and it hurt the Tarpons that play.
And there it is, the heat humidity break. So we'll take a 30-second timeout with South Lafourche about to play a 3rd and long, down 35-14 on ESPN 100.3.
Golden Motors, your Chevrolet dealership, is open 7:30 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Their tow truck is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 985-696-2869. Their service and sales departments are available to attend to your needs. Golden Motors has been able to secure a fresh and new Chevrolet and Buick inventory, including used inventory. So come on over to Golden Motors, where price is priority. For more info, call Golden Motors at 985-325-1000. Chevy finds new roads.
Welcome back here to Central Baton Rouge. It'll be 3rd and 20 for South Lafourche with 5:33 to go. Scoreboard update brought to you by Calvin Braxton Ford. Into the 3rd quarter, Assumption 13, Thibodaux 7. So a district rival is currently beating a parish rival in that one. And you know what? From the Tarpons' perspective, with the Thibodaux game canceled for the year, South Lafourche needs Assumption to win that game to get a power point. So Tarpons are hoping that that score actually holds up. Here it's 3rd and 20. South Lafourche on the Wildcat 37-yard line. Crowd making some noise. Gisclair to screen, dumps it out to Petrie. Makes a man miss across the 30 to the 28. They needed 20, got 10, and it's going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer, and a free Golden Motors 1st down. Several times today the Wildcats have hit Patrick late, and then none more costly than that one, which would turn what would have been 4th down and 10 into 1st and 10 for South Lafourche.
Yeah, you figure first or second time they called it, you may want to stop doing that.
Look, my eyes were following the football and Petrie running down the field, but I see Patrick got up in a heap, so somebody leveled him. And Mr. Miller has been Johnny on the spot. He's called that now several times. They'll walk off the penalty yardage into the red zone. To the, oh my, still walking to about the 14-yard line, so it's a very costly penalty. Got to reset the chains. It will be 1st and 10 for South Lafourche from the 14. You got to turn this into a touchdown at this stage of the game. In the I form, Conley the fullback, Petrie the tailback. Pat on a stretch run will hand it to Petrie. He will break a tackle and then get near the 10, gain of about 3 or 4. Not a bad first down gain.
No, good tough running by Brody Petrie once again, right up the middle.
I got to tell you, man, like I like the spread and I like, the concepts that Coach Young uses out of the spread. I also like running the ball out of that eye too. That's been a very nice little look for the Tarpons here today. If you could ever get into the second half of a game with a lead, you could really work that clock down, control the game. Gisler will hand it to Petrie on an outside stretch run, trying to turn the corner, and he'll be hit and dropped near the sideline. Boy, some late contact on the sideline out there. Coach, you were standing right next to where that collision took place. Was he still in bounds when they laid the last lick on him?
No, he was outside of the white.
Oof.
That should have been a late hit.
And there was no flag that came down. He got about a yard on the play to about the 9.
No, he didn't hit him, exceptionally hard down to the ground, but he hit him.
Yeah.
It could definitely have been, it should have been, in my view, a penalty.
So 4:11 in the third quarter. The Tarpons got to get to the 4. They're at the 9, 3rd and 5. Gisler with a closed up shotgun set. Tries the hard count. They're not buying it. And they'll call, oh my, another timeout. Man, that's... If you're not taking timeouts into the second or fourth quarter, you've got to do something to clean that up. That's the second timeout of the second half. With 4:11 to go in the third quarter, 35-14 the score. South Lafourche very firmly knocking on the door. Now they got to break it down and get 6 points on the board.
We'll take a wild guess here, Casey, but I bet, let's see, tomorrow morning your first question might be to Coach Young.
What's taking so long to snap the ball? I think that may be on the list. Those, look, to be fair, these are things that if you wouldn't have had to miss a month with a Category 4 hurricane, you would maybe have some of that cleaned up. But the frustrating thing from the fans' perspective is that you're on the line of scrimmage, and it's some of the things you're doing at the line of scrimmage that are causing some of the delays. But anyway, 3rd and 5 here. Strong side of the field is to the right. You have one receiver out that way. It's a closed up shotgun set. Gisler waiting on the snap. He'll play action, bootleg out to the right. He's under pressure, throws it to a wide open man. That's a Tarpon touchdown. Austin Savoie. Beautiful play design. Gisler could have underhand tossed that one to Austin. He was standing in the end zone by himself.
Yeah, the Wildcat defense just let Austin alone. He was wide open. I mean, there.
So it's Austin's second touchdown of the night, and it's 35-20 pending the extra point try from Elias Coronado. Jacob Curo will hold it. 4:03 to go in the third quarter. Good ball game here. These two teams are playing well offensively. Curo gets the snap. It's a little low. The kick from Coronado is up, and it's right down Broadway. So late in the third quarter, South Lafourche trims the deficit. Now can they get a stop defensively? It's 35-21 Central Baton Rouge. You're listening to Varsity Football on ESPN 100.3.
Always on the run and short on cash? With a State Bank and Trust Company debit card, you can pay for goods and services without the need for cash in your pockets or the hassle of writing checks. Available on all consumer and commercial checking account holders. Call or stop by any State Bank and Trust location for all the details. State Bank and Trust Company, Cajun banking, served just the way you like it. Member FDIC.
Medications can be scary sometimes, but necessary for our health and well-being. Lady of the Sea Community Pharmacy's staff are trained in finding you the lowest cost available on your medications. Stop by with your prescriptions or medicine bottles and let one of us review your options. Patients who take their medications as prescribed have better health outcomes. Stop by one of our pharmacies today, located in Rouse's Supermarket on Highway 3235 in La Rose, or at Lady of the Sea Medical Clinic in Cutoff. We treat you like family at Lady of the Sea.
Long, crazy drive, aided by penalties and some good Tarpon plays as well. Capped with a touchdown pass from just clear to Savoy. It's 35-21. Tarpon defense needs to come through with a stop. Coronado will be kicking it away left to right. Here it is. It is a pop kick that is going to bounce at the 40. Look out! The Tarpons got it! South Lafourche will get a special teams turnover. I don't know if he was doing that on purpose or not. But South Lafourche landed on the football. He might have just mishit it.
Yeah, it could have been a mishit, but look, that receiver for the Wildcats, you need to come up and catch that football. He let it bounce, and it just took an extra high bounce, and the Tarpon player was right on there, right on the spot to jump on the football.
Full disclosure, during the commercial break, I asked Coach Chandler Guitros, said, hey, is this a trick kick coming up? He said, no, it's not. So I think he just mishit it, but it turns to gold for South Lafourche. Now at the 37-yard line of the Wildcats. 3:55 in the third quarter, needed a break and got one. Now you got to make this hurt. Just clearing the gun, trips to the left. Petrie to the left of Gisclair gets the snap, straight drop. Will throw it incomplete at the feet of the receiver. He was pressured and hit by number 16, who I don't have on my roster. But it was a better job there by the Wildcats of not driving him into the turf well after he gets the pass off. Gisclair is going to lead the game. Hunter Conley is going to check into the game, so this will be the Petrie-Conley shotgun / Wildcat look. Maybe give Patrick a chance to shake the cobwebs out, but he hit the turf hard on that last play. 2nd and 10. Petrie will hand it to Conley outside across the 35, falls forward to about the 33, gain of about 5. So a good 2nd down gain.
Patterson on the stop for the Wildcats. 3rd down and 5.
The 3rd and, oh boy, that was not a very good spot there. I thought he got more than that. 3rd and about 6. .320 and counting. 3rd and 6. You got probably 2 plays to get it here. Strong side of the field to the right. You got 4 receivers set. Otan motion, a low snap. They're blitzing. It's a screen. Petrie catches it, makes a man miss. Driving forward near the 30, short of the 30, gained about 2. Boy, it didn't look like he would get anything there, but he did a good job getting what he got, which was about a yard. It'll be 4th and 5.
He caught the ball, turned upfield, felt a little bit pressure, took a little back step. The defender missed him, and he was able to gain some positive yards.
Tarpons are bringing the punt team onto the field, and I got to tell you, I don't think South Lafourche is going to actually punt this ball here at the 32-yard line in the second half, down 14. We saw them fake one last week, and I have to think it's coming again here. We'll see. It is a fake. Otan's got it, working up the field. He is hit, and he stops short of the 1st down. He needed 5, he got 4. I think everyone in the stadium knew they were faking it, but they still had some blockers out to the left, and Jackson just couldn't quite get sprung, and we have some cramping, I think, from a Central of Baton Rouge player who's down on the turf.
Yeah, it looks like a cramp.
Tell you some good sportsmanship shown by Wes Alamo there, because he was trying to help stretch out the young man on the field. You know, gave way to the trainers, but he started the process. So Central turns it over on special teams and gets it back, stopping the fake punt. They'll play some offense from their own 29 with 2:19 to go in the third quarter, leading 35-21. The injured player is number 22, Caden Cooley, a junior linebacker. We hope he's okay.
Truck said Wes was trying to break his leg.
Injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional Medical Center. First and 10 for the Wildcats. Cool, we've got a scoreboard update in a second. It is an inside run, picking through the line of scrimmage and falling forward again about 4 or 5. That is Veal. You want to know how good Endicott is at high school football? They're leading St. James 50-14 with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. St. James is one of the best teams in the state, and Cars are rolling over them. 2nd and 5 here. Inside run for a first down, gain of about 7. That's Veal again.
First down, Wildcat.
Did the Terrebonne running back
He has
score?
scored.
The Car running back score?
He has scored a touchdown in the game, yes. 150 and counting in the third quarter. Ball at the 42-yard line. Central Baton Rouge using their power run game. Swift, another inside run. This to new back, Williams, who breaks a tackle, still running. 40, 35, getting a block, turning outside. He's going to house it. What a run from Glenn Cage. That is a 58-yard touchdown. My goodness, what an effort. Several times I thought the Tarpons had him stopped, and he just kept those legs churning. What a play.
Yeah, Tarpon defenders were there, just missed tackles, but that young man runs extremely hard.
And guess what? He's only a sophomore. We're going to have to see him again next year. Which leads me to a question, Coach, and I wanted to ask you this earlier in the broadcast. Okay, this was supposed to be our home game, turns into their home game. Are they going to now then return the favor and come to us like they did just flip around the home and home next year?
Well, I'm not sure we'll play the game next year.
Okay. So
this is a reclassification year. So a lot of games this year were one-year contracts.
I see.
Normally you'd have 2-year contracts, or some would go 3. But I think this was a 1-year contract.
I see. Okay. So that answers my question. Central adds to their lead, 1:24 to go in the third. They lead by 20, trying to make it 21, pending the extra point try. The Tarpons are hustling an 11th man onto the field. We await the snap. Which is a little low, but it gets down. The kick is up and good. So late in the third quarter, the Wildcats add to their lead. They're doubling up the Tarpons. It's 42-21. We'll be back in a minute on ESPN 100.3.
SL Bank is proud to help bring you tonight's SLHS football action. We hope you're enjoying the game, just as you would enjoy our Simply Free checking. Simply Free offers you mobile banking, debit cards, e-statements, and a lot more, with no monthly maintenance fee or minimum balance requirement. And when you open a new Simply Free checking account, you'll receive a free gift. Visit any of our 4 convenient locations today. SL Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
A new name, a new era. TGMC is now Terrebonne General Health System. This change reflects our transition to more of an all-around healthcare partner rather than just a healthcare provider. With new facilities, new innovations, and new ways to help you, we've done more than change our name. We've changed our future. To see what's new at Terrebonne General Health System, visit tghealthsystem.com.
All right, we're late in the third here. It's 42 for Central Baton Rouge, 21 for South Lafourche. They'll kick it away. Tarpons have Petrie, Savoie, and Curall back deep. The kick is a pop-up kick. That'll be fair caught at the 28-yard line by Jackson Otam. Sometimes you could catch him sleeping there, but Jackson's got maybe the best hands on the team. You're not going to fool him.
Yeah, and a good job by Jackson, just fair catching that kick.
Scoreboard update brought to you by Calvin Braxton Ford, this time from the world of the MLB. The Red Sox in dire need of a win. They lead the Nationals 4-2 in the top of the 9th inning, so they're trying to hold on. In the AL East, the Rays are leading the Yankees 2-1 in the top of the 9th inning. First and 10 for the Tarpons here, down 21. Strong side of the field to the left. Gisclair and Petrie in the gun. Petrie now flanks out wide. Gisclair will throw it to the flats to Petrie, who has got to make a lot of guys miss. And just too many defenders and only one Petrie. He loses about 2 or 3.
There were 5 defenders around Brody.
You think that they're aware that Brody could do some special things with the ball. Inside of a minute in the third, it'll be 2nd and 15. This has just kind of been the story of the night, is when the Tarpons struggle offensively, they're getting against the chains big. Strong side of the field to the right. Gisclair gets the snap. Throw it incomplete, and it'll be pass interference. The defender, Hayden Starkey, was riding the back of Jackson Otan and got there early, and that'll be a pass interference call on the Wildcats. Now, this is not an automatic first down, so we'll see with the penalty yardage. It will still be 2nd down. And I think it's a 10-yard penalty. If it's a 15-yard penalty, it'd be awfully close. If it's a, let's see, they're going to walk it off now. Let's see. It will be a first down. Boy, just on the nose. So they got it by a hair. So it'd be a Golden Motors first down via penalty. 39-yard line. Gisclair in the gun. Gets the snap. He will throw it to the sidelines. That'll be caught by a sliding receiver. Did he get a foot in? I still haven't seen anybody make a call, but they're saying incomplete. It was intended for Prejean.
Yeah, it was close. The official right on top of the play ruled him out of bounds right away.
With 32 seconds on the clock of the third quarter, mind you. Patrick will take a breather. Petrie will be a quarterback with Conley in the gun. Got a little programming note after this play. A little housekeeping to do here on the network. Petrie waiting on the snap. Got to hurry. He does just get it off. Hands it to Conley. Will make a man miss, but then will be dropped for a loss of a yard. The programming note we promised you is this. South Lafourche is not playing on Friday next week. They're playing a Thursday night game against Morgan City. That game will be at Thibodaux High School. So the Tarpons will not be under the Friday night lights, but they'll be under the Thursday night lights against Thibodaux. So what a wild start to the year. You play a Saturday game, a Friday game, then a Thursday game. The weekend after that, Coach, let's just pick out of a hat. That'll be the end of the third quarter with our score. Central of Baton Rouge 42, South Lafourche 21. We'll be back in 1 minute with the final quarter. You're listening to Varsity Football on ESPN 100.3. Nice crowd here, not full on the Tarpon side, as you would expect with the storm and the long trip. The home side is mostly full. Tarpon's got to hurry. Just clear with the play clock down to 7. He's got trips to the left. That's the strong side of the field. It's an empty set. Patrick will throw it to the sideline to Otan. Good throw, good catch. He doesn't have the first down. He's going to be about a half a yard short. But a nice pitch and catch there. It'll be 4th and 1. And it's going to be about a full yard that they need. Down 3 scores in the fourth quarter. Coach Young obviously keeping the offense on the field. Can your offensive line get enough of a push here to get the yard? That'll be the key to this play. Or do you try something to the outside? Gisclair in the pistol with Petrie. Straight drop. He will throw it to the flats, and that's going to fall incomplete. That is an interesting call there on 4th and 1, but the Tarpons will turn it over on downs. And now Central will look to ice this one away. So Coach Young rolled the dice and tried to catch the defense off guard a little bit. and it goes for naught. Now the Wildcats will retake the field. 1st and 10. Swift with Williams in the backfield out of the gun. Well, it's Veal this time. We'll get the handoff, bouncing it outside. How far is he going to run? He is going to be tripped up at the 32-yard line. Big gain. That's going to be a first down gain of about 16. Foray on the tackle. Good job with an open field tackle there by Foray, or else he may have housed that one. Little surprised to see the Wildcats still very quickly getting on the football here with the big lead in the 4th quarter. And they're in that extremely unbalanced line. A flag is on the play. It's illegal substitution. 12 men in the huddle. They'll walk back 5. So they had 12 men on the field there, and Mr. Miller caught that one. So it'll be 1st and 15. Ball in the Tarpon 37-yard line. South Lafourche needs some type of turnover or something to feel good about. Clock will start again. 11:08 and counting in the 4th quarter. 1st and 15. Jonathan Swift in the gun. Sending Veal in motion. It'll be an inside run to Cage. Hit near the line of scrimmage, but falls forward for about 4 or 5. We've seen Veal, we've seen Cage, we've seen Williams. All of those guys run very hard and very well. Be 2nd and 10 with 10:30 and counting in the ball game. We await the snap. Quarterback keeps it this time. He's hit hard. Nowhere to go. He's thrown for a loss. Great job by the Tarpon defense. I see Duce there. I see Alamo there. A lot of the regulars that you would expect to be making a tackle for a loss on the stop there for South Lafourche. Got to get off the field here. It's 3rd and 10. Clock bleeding down inside of 10 minutes. Wildcats are doing a good job draining that clock dry. They're snapping it at 1 or 2 in the play clock. Jonathan Swift, the quarterback in the gun. He's got a bunch of receivers out to the right. Straight drop under pressure, throws it to the sideline. It's caught by Washington, working the sideline, waiting for a block. There's a flag on the play. This is coming back. He's got a first down, but a block on the back. And then a second flag will come in. That'll be on South Lafourche. It'll be a blindside block on, I think, Duce. I think there will be one on each team. I think there will be a clip on the Wildcats and a blindside block on the Tarpons, I think. And I tell you, Darren really didn't get a good lick on him there. He could have really hit him much harder, but it was away from the ball, and it is a illegal block on the Wildcats and a late hit on the Tarpons, which will be offsetting penalties, which will make it 3rd and 10 again. With 9:26 to go in regulation. I think our guy, Coach Colley, is doing a little TV work down there. I see they got some cameras out there, and it's been a special night for the Tarpons, getting a lot of resources for our community. 3rd and 10. Swift. Inside run to Williams, driving forward, be thrown back, I think, once he's across the marker. So he gets the first down. So they'll continue to work that clock south. A touchdown here would be all she wrote. The fat lady would be a-singin', with the score 42-21 in favor of the home team, the Wildcats. Swift, inside run again. Nice push from the offensive line. This Central Baton Rouge team has a really good offensive line. They are getting a nice push. The middle of the Tarpon defense is pretty strong. but they're moving them now, especially late in the game with regularity here. Be 2nd and 4 after the first down gain. Another inside run. This time down to the 10. It'll be a first down. Glenn Cage, getting another nice gain. 8:28 on the clock. Official timeout, I think, to measure. Nope, an injured Tarpon. My apologies. Injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. We'll tell you the young man who's on the turf for South Lafourche. You know what? Let's go ahead and take the timeout with them. We'll be back with Central leading 42-21. We'll be right back after this commercial break on ESPN 100.3.
Always on the run and short on cash? With a State Bank and Trust Company debit card, you can pay for goods and services without the need for cash in your pockets or the hassle of writing checks. Available on all consumer and commercial checking account holders. Call or stop by any State Bank and Trust location for all the details. State Bank and Trust Company, Cajun banking, served just the way you like it. Member FDIC.
Medications can be scary sometimes, but necessary for our health and well-being. Lady of the Sea Community Pharmacy's staff are trained in finding you the lowest cost available on your medications. Stop by with your prescriptions or medicine bottles and let one of us review your options. Patients who take their medications as prescribed have better health outcomes. Stop by one of our pharmacies today, located in Rouse's Supermarket on Highway 3235 in La Rose, or at Lady of the Sea Medical Clinic in Cutoff. We treat you like family at Lady of the Sea.
Scoreboard update brought to you by Calvin Braxton Ford. Edna Carr leads St. James 56-14 in the fourth quarter of that one. Yeah, Carr's got a special team. When you're beating dome-bound teams like St. James may be 56-14, you've got it rolling. The injured Tarpon is Wes Alamo. Injured timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional Medical Center. We hope Wes is okay. Looked like maybe a cramping issue or maybe his breath got cut a little bit. He's kind of walking gingerly off the field. 8:28 to go in regulation. The Wildcats looking to drive another one in here. Ball right at the 10-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal for Central. A Tarpon defense that's starting to look a little fatigued, having to go against that big 5A offensive line throughout the night. Swift, straight drop, will throw it into the flats. It's caught. And near the pylon, he is going to be a touchdown. So it's a pitch and catch to Calvin Collier. He's been a thorn in our side tonight. It's now 48-21 with 8:19 to go in regulation. And that will about end the drama here of who's going to win this one. A flag is on the field. It may have been after the play, because the extra point team is still out there. Or maybe he just dropped it, because I didn't see. Yeah, I don't see any type of signal or anything. He may just drop this flag. So another extra point try coming. Snap is high. The kick is a line drive. It is up, and it is true. So with 8:19 to go in regulation, Central Baton Rouge leads 49-21. We'll be back in a minute on ESPN 100.3, 1600 AM KLEB, and 102.7 FM, the new KLEB.
Welcome back. We've missed you. We know it's been tough. Because rebuilding your business isn't for the faint of heart. Your business needs a jump start, and we're here to help. Introducing Surge, symmetrical speed fiber internet from eTel Business. Revved up data speeds at 30% off, plus 3 months free. We're glad you're back, and we're here to make your business surge. eTel Business. Offer valid on 3-year contract for 2 or more business services.
Golden Motors, your Chevrolet dealership, is open 7:30 to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Their tow truck is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call 985-696-2869. Their service and sales departments are available to attend to your needs. Golden Motors has been able to secure a fresh and new Chevrolet and Buick inventory, including used inventory. So come on over to Golden Motors, where price is priority. For more info, call Golden Motors at 985-325-1000. Chevy finds new roads.
The Tarpon return team ran onto the wrong side of the field. Now they're making their way. There was a penalty, by the way. It was a dead ball foul on South Lafourche that was assessed on the kickoff. So the Wildcats will be kicking from the South Lafourche 45-yard line, which means you got to be careful here of any kind of pop-up kick or, I mean, sure they can just bomb it into the end zone, but they may try something here with the advanced field position leading 49-21 with 8:19 to go. There's the kick, and they will just nail it through the back of the end zone. So the Tarpons will take over at the 20. Another chance for Gisclair, Petrie, and the Tarpon offense. Try to take a little momentum into Thursday's matchup with Morgan City. It will be the opener of the district schedule.
All right, Casey.
Hey, welcome back, brother.
We're back. Well, we got the last donation of the evening. Mr. Gilbert Mathern gave us a check for another $5,000.
Awesome.
And it's in memory of Coach Ro Petrie
Awesome.
and Coach Dan Danos. And he was telling us a story when he was at the Rose Cutoff High School playing for Coach Dan Danos.
Mr. Gil Mathern, it's a true story. I have tailgated with he and his family at LSU games in the past. They put on a show on Saturdays. I know he's looking forward to tomorrow. 1st and 10. Gisclair has time. Will throw it as far as he can down the sideline. Incomplete. Intended for Otan. A lot of hand fighting going on down there, but no flag is drawn. I got to tell you, man, it still feels weird to come to these ball games and not see Coach Rowe sitting in the bleachers, man. It's a little weird.
Yeah, it does. You know, it was caught everyone all by surprise, and again, we just pray for his family this time.
No doubt. 2nd and 10. Gisclair play action. He's under duress. He steps up and down he goes. Number 20, Jamarius Jarvis was shot out of a cannon on a blitz there, and he got Patrick to the turf. Patrick tried to step up. There's just nowhere to go. .947 and counting in what has been a long game. High school games are usually a little more than 2 hours. We're 2 hours and 30 minutes and counting, and still 7 minutes to go. 3rd and 15. Gisclair will step into one deep down the middle of the field. Oh boy, that is intercepted. How far are they going to run? 25 and down. That is our guy, Jamarius Jarvis. Patrick just forced one down the middle of the field there. 3rd and long, scored. It is what it is, trying to make something happen. But he threw that one straight to the defender. And the Wildcats will take over.
Yeah, and actually their defender and our receiver kind of ran into each other, and the Tarpon coaching staff was wanting a pass interference call.
Yeah, I don't know that it was catchable. It was well in the thrown, but there was some contact.
Right, the receiver, if he got interfered with, the ball was nowhere near him.
So it'll be 1st and 10. Still the first offense with Swift and Veal. Swift will hand it to Veal. Gain of about 3. Better job by the middle of the Tarpon defense there.
For a short gain. 2nd down.
It's Jackson Bourgeois in for the Tarpons, playing a solid game once again.
Wildcats trying to get half 100 here. Try to add to their tally. Look to the sideline with 6:47 and counting. Swift and Veal in that shotgun set. Swift gets the snap, hands it to Veal, inside run. Nice job breaking tackles inside the 10, driving near the goal line. Boy, he's close. He'll be marked down at the 1. He stretched it out for the goal line at the end, but his knee had hit the turf, and the Wildcats are on the move again. They don't have to snap it again before the humidity break. Given the score, given the situation, I would think they're not going to snap it.
I don't think they'll stop the play.
Let's see.
No, look.
You're going to say what I'm going to say. They're going to stop it this time. We got to pick one or the other.
Right. You're going to stop it or you won't. The last time they did not stop it, we had the bad snap. This time they're going to stop it.
Someone for Central of Baton Rouge has just been thrown out of the game. A fan has been thrown out of the game down in that end zone. I don't know what you could be arguing about up 49-21, but someone said the magic word to the official and was given the heave-ho. Oh, yeah. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cats at the 1-yard line. A big home crowd is kind of sort of thinning out a little bit with the home team well in control. Swift waiting on the snap. He'll hand it to Veal. That's a touchdown. Coach, the story of this night is the Central of Baton Rouge offensive line is dominating this game. They are just lining up in the shotgun, doing inside run after inside run over and over and over again, and there's a push there every time that's carrying them forward.
Yeah, that's something that we haven't seen on this short season for the Tarpons is teams have that much success running the ball right at them.
So I assume we're now in running time as the play clock or the game clock is still running even for this extra point. It's 55-21. Snap is down, kick is up. It is good. So we'll take a commercial break with 5:19 to go in regulation. We'll be back in a minute with some of the final snaps for the Tarpons offensively on ESPN 100.3.
A new name, a new era. TGMC is now Terrebonne General Health System. This change reflects our transition to more of an all-around healthcare partner rather than just a healthcare provider. With new facilities, new innovations, and new ways to help you, we've done more than change our name. We've changed our future. To see what's new at Terrebonne General Health System, visit tghealthsystem.com.
SL Bank is proud to help bring you tonight's SLHS football action. We hope you're enjoying the game, just as you would enjoy our Simply Free checking. Simply Free offers you mobile banking, debit cards, e-statements, and a lot more, with no monthly maintenance fee or minimum balance requirement. And when you open a new Simply Free checking account, you'll receive a free gift. Visit any of our 4 convenient locations today. SL Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Scoreboard update brought to you by Calvin Braxton Ford. A final score, Assumption 13, Thibodaux 7. Got another final after this kickoff, which is fair caught at the 30-yard line. Another scoreboard update brought to you by Calvin Braxton Ford. E.D. White 51, Ellender 12. Here it's 56-21. Central Baton Rouge leading the Tarpons, 5:16 to go. See if the Tarpons could get one on the board.
You got the Terrebonne Central final.
I do not. What we got there?
Terrebonne beat Central Lafourche 26-8.
Okay, 26-8. Terrebonne over Central Lafourche. So it could be a dark night for Lafourche with all of the teams in the parish falling tonight. Except E.D. White. I take that back. They beat Ellender. Just Claire. Shoots it to the flats to Petrie, incomplete. We should rephrase that, all the public high school teams in Lafourche. Good 2nd and 10. Clare will be in the gun. 4 receiver set, 2 to each side. Gets the snap, it's a low snap. Steps up and he'll run across the 35, across the 40, driven near the sticks. He'll be maybe a yard short, or he might have got it. I think he got it. Golden Motors first down.
Yeah, nice job by Patrick there, tucking the ball and just running up the field for the first down.
Gain of 11 on the play, inside of 5 minutes to go. He trips to the right side of the field. It's an empty set, 5 receiver set. Just Clare gets another low snap, corrals it, has a little time, shoots it down the middle. That's going to be caught by Otan, gain of 12. It's another Golden Motors first down.
Good route by Jackson Otan. A good job by Patrick getting him the football.
Yep, he put that one right on the numbers there. That was a pretty throw, stepped into it nicely. Tarpon's trying to take 6 points onto the bus with him, carry a little momentum into next week. Just Clare staying in that empty set. Straight drop. Pocket breaks down a little and it's incomplete at the feet of Austin Savoie.
This play pass, incomplete. Second down, Tarpon.
.403 to go in regulation. Wildcats are up big. Tarpons have it to the Wildcat 46-yard line.
Tarpon, second down is the 46.
3 receiver set. Strong side of the field to the right, just Clare out of the gun. Pocket breaks down, flushed out to the right, and he'll throw it incomplete.
Pass.
Intended for Petrie. Tarpon's got to be careful here because on one hand, you want to try to score and carry momentum into next week and everything we talked about. On the other hand, you don't want to lose your quarterback because he's taking some shots here down late. Third and 10. Tarpon's got to hurry, kind of discombobulate, just getting to the line with 4 on the clock. They will get the snap away. Just Clare steps up and into a defender who's going to sack him. That's Dante Cryer. It'll be 4th and long.
That's 4th down for the Tarpon.
In that last play, they getting the play in time. You know, I'm watching Coach Young. He's giving the play in to, his assistant coaches, and they got 3 of them that signal the play. One's, the right guy, and that's taking a while.
Yeah. 4th and 15. Last gasp effort for the Tarpons here, down big. Just Clare rolls out to the right. He will throw it near the sticks to Otan, who needs to stretch the ball out, and he didn't do it. Boy, if he just puts the ball out, he would have gotten the first down, but he's going to be a yard short. It'll be a turnover on down. Central will take over. So good catch by Jackson, but needed a little bit better field awareness there.
Yeah, Jackson, he's just realizing that he was a little short.
So 56-21, the Wildcats will take over on downs, and you would think we would see some new offensive guys here and a couple of run plays, and we'll get out of here. Certainly a new quarterback. Hayden Starkey is the new quarterback. Starkey hands it to Veal. Inside run, very minimal gain. Clock will continue to run. And a little late pushing and shoving both ways there. Boy, we don't want to see anybody do something stupid here with the game out of reach late. 2:40 and counting. Second and 8. Starkey waiting on the snap. He's got it. He hands it to Veal again. Picking through the line. Conley and a few others throwing back. He gained about another yard or two. It'll be 2:15 and counting. Thursday, Thibodeau High School, 7 o'clock. South Lafourche and Morgan City, the district opener.
I believe our JV and freshmen may be playing earlier in the week.
Nice. You know, that's so awesome that they're going to actually get an opportunity to play some games, man. You know, Coach Young's #1 priority right now is varsity, and we all get that. But those young guys deserve an opportunity to play too. 3rd and 6. Starkey bleeding every second off of the play clock as he should. He hands it to Veal again on an inside run, and he's got a 5-yard gain. He may have a first down. If he does, they'll be taking the knee. He does have a first down, so that should be victory formation from here.
Darren Ducey on the tackle again for the Tarpons.
So with 1:35 to go in 1st and 10, they really don't have to run any quote-unquote real plays here. They could kind of just sit on it and get out of here.
You know, in case, again, we have to thank the staff over here at Central of Baton Rouge High School, Miss Ashley Rush, their athletic director. We've been communicating for the last couple of weeks, and it's the amount of support that they have shown our program has been tremendous with giving us the gate and the concession for this game here tonight.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's an awesome thing. They have gone above and beyond, and I know this. They're 4-1 now in the season. I'll be rooting for them the rest of the way. And it's more than just me hoping that the Tarpons get power points. These are good people, and they deserve to have all the success that they're having so far.
Yeah, there's a lot of things they did for us that they did not have to do.
See Coach Sid Edwards talking to his team right now as they are all on a knee, standing in attention, giving them some final pep talks as they're going to take another knee, and then it'll be the last snap of the game. So that'll do it. Our final score will be 56 for Central Baton Rouge, 21 for South Lafourche. Coach, some final commentary as the Tarpons fall to 0-2, losing to another quality opponent.
Well, like we said during the broadcast up front, you know, the Central Baton Rouge offensive line just took it to us. And, you know, they had some tough running backs, quarterback can run the football. They just did a good job. And, look, Tarpons played hard. They had a chance early in the game. They were in the game. A few things just didn't go their way, but you got to give the Tarpons credit. You know, they coming in a lot of adversity, and they still fighting hard.
Short week. They'll be taking on Morgan City on Thursday. We'll wrap it up right here. Sports Corner tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. It'll be a short turnaround for us. For Coach Brian Colley, this is Casey Giscar signing off with Central of Baton Rouge scoring a 56-21 win over South Lafourche. Good night. And if you're listening at the stadium, please be safe getting back home. God bless everybody.